Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about right now is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of a prepared mind. I get sent pictures, videos, and emails. And if you would like to send me something for a video, my email is in the description box below. So this first email comes in from a community member along with a link to a video. And it's for a Christmas movie, The Little Drummer Boy. So that link will be in the description box below. And here is another link sent in by a community member. And she said, maybe it feels so healthy elites get their head out of their butts. Merry Christmas and God bless. Merry Christmas to you too, babe. So the link will be in the description box below. It's for 7 essential grocery items to stock up on. So this link that was sent in is for personality changes, directives, cause and effect, anger, lack of empathy, and confusion. Thank you. So this email was sent in by a community member, and she said, I just need to vent. She said, my doctor, who I've had for 7 years, left the Providence Medical Group and into a different specialty. I'm stuck with his replacement, who got her physician assistant certificate out of thin air or something. I've dealt with that before. That's another story for another time. She said, I do have another doctor that I am not able to establish with until June of next year. First and foremost, it takes a lot of time for me to trust any doctor. I will say the only good out of seeing this one is the gene site testing for depression and anxiety medication. She just messed up with me big time. My husband and I were both recently sick with the upper respiratory going around everywhere. Mine turned into bronchitis. I was being treated with prednisone, which I had no idea. She neglected to tell me it raises your blood sugar. My sugar went up to 586 yesterday. I go in to see her to discuss my blood sugar. Oh my God. You're type 2 and your blood sugar went up to 586? She said, I've not taken care of myself as I should. I'm getting the wake-up call, but I was dealing with my depression and anxiety, not paying attention to the rest of me physically moving forward. All will be good, but it's the fact that she was negligent. She's lucky I don't sue people. Maybe you should. My God. She has your history right there in front of her. She has to know that putting you on pregnancy. Rusa. I dealt with something like this recently with my doctor. And it was because she wanted to try me on a new seizure medication, and she took me off of my other seizure medication, and I was just like, yeah, believe me, I know all about what you're talking about. She said, I'm going to report her to the doctor's office and to the medical board. I'm going to demand that they give me some other doctor in that office until I can see my new one in June. These doctors need to listen and pay attention. I know it's everywhere, but darn, why do the good ones always leave? My sugar was 364 this morning after increasing my metformin. So I'm out of the danger zone, but it's still high. Okay. I'm going to make a suggestion to you. I know you're on metformin, but talk to your doctor about getting on Ozempic or the other one, Mounjaro, I think it's called. It's a weekly. Okay. I was on the other one, Wegovy. Wegovy is very hard to come by now, but you can still get Ozempic and Mounjaro. Try and get on that. It literally drops your blood pressure like that. All right, not your blood pressure, your sugar. Okay, so try and get on with that, please. And then she goes on to say, I've been using GoodRx off and on for over a year now, and I have insurance, but I don't get a 90-day supply until I know the medication will work. I get 90-day supply on all of my stuff too, and thank God I do. I've heard that some people get like 6 months, even a year of supply of their stuff. And I'm like, how? How are you able to get this? Because I have been trying to get that out of my doctor for the longest time. And she's like, no, no, no. Yeah. She said they do offer a membership of $4.99, but I refuse to pay that. I'm still able to get the discount prescriptions. Most recently, the pharmacy was going to charge me $79. What? And I got the same thing for $6 using the card. It's worth checking into when prescription is available. Okay, so here is an email from my girl out in California, my cupcake girl, and she said, I was watching your video while getting ready for work, and I looked at my old lease, and yes, it's in there. He needs to give 24-hour notice before entering, which he did not. I'm off to work. Have a great day. Okay, good. So now you can bring that to court and shove that in his face, because he not only illegally entered your abode, your residence, he violated your privacy, my love. Go get him, girl. So here's an email from a community member, and she said, way before MySpace and Facebook, we were communicating on chat boards. While on my favorite bass players board, someone had noticed that ads were popping up on stuff that we had discussed. Oh yeah, it's such a problem. It's so strange. I wish I could just throw all electronics out. I really do. She said others thought it wouldn't be possible. I posted a single word response, hemorrhoids. You did too. I know you did. Instantly, an ad for Preparation H popped up. Speaking of noticing stuff, is your toilet paper acting different when it hits the water? It's not something that I look at. But now that you've put it in my ear, I will start to look. She said, in the same way that a windshield breaks into small pieces, mine has been doing that. And instead of lasting 5 days, each roll now lasts 4.5 days. But who's counting? You are. Stop. She said it also seems to be a little less wide as well. Shrinkflation. Huh. Well, see, in this house, we have 8 people. We go through toilet paper like water. It's terrible. So she said, nothing like combining 3 emails into one. It's okay. I love long emails. And she said, I went to a farm store, and sometimes they have a car-size cardboard box with produce for sale. Last week, it was a bag of onions, about 10 in a bag for $1.99. That's a really great price. I had to reach deep into the box because they were being bought big time and were almost gone. In the past, they sold potatoes in this way. Years ago, when I lived in Champaign, University of Illinois, the AG department used to sell meat raised by students all year round. Oh, get out. That's awesome. At that time, I was told there was a law that the prices had to be the same as grocery stores in order to not compete. Lamb was the only thing I bought there, since it really wasn't sold anywhere else. And if you are in Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa, Maynards, I could never figure out how to say that, has a cooler with rotating varieties of meat on special. Sometimes big bags of shrimp, other times pizza, ribs, etc. You never know what will be on sale. So food with your lumber. And during the great toilet paper shortage, there was plenty of good food service, which I erroneously believed was a wholesale-only store. Point being, look at places other than Walmarts and chain grocery stores. Yeah, if only there were anything other than chain grocery stores around here, I totally would. Okay, so here is an email that was sent to a community member, and she sent it to me. She said, is this true? I copied and pasted to show you rather than forward the email to be sure it was safe for you to open. I will write later lots. I want to talk about just wanting to break this news in your hands, since we are both Berkey customers as well as other community members. I love you. I love you too. It says, dear valued customer with a heavy heart, we must announce that BerkeyFilters.com, your trusted distributor of Berkey products, is closing its doors. What the? As we navigate this difficult situation, we are deeply grateful for the trust and loyalty we've shown us over the years. In our final days, we invite you to participate in our liquidation event, which will run through December 21st, 2023. This is an opportunity to purchase limited Berkey products at a significantly reduced prices. Whether you're looking for accessories to upgrade your current system or stocking up on fluoride filters, now is the perfect time. These items will not be eligible for returns or exchanges. While this chapter is coming to an end, our commitment to offer you exceptional water filtration solutions remains unwavering until the last day. Your stories about how Berkey products have impacted your life have been the highlight of our mission. We're proud that we could provide you with the access to filtered water. As we close this chapter, we do so with gratitude. Thank you for being a part of our journey. What the hell? Oh my God, I don't know, hang on. Aha! Okay, despite the rumors, I'm on Berkey's website. Despite the rumors, Berkey water filters is not going out of business. Booyah! Thank ya. Well, I'll leave that link in the description box below for you guys. Okay, so here's a link that was sent in by a community member. It says Facebook is surveillance program run by the CIA. No surprise there, darling. And here's an email from a community member. She said, howdy. I thought you might want to tell your viewers that Frontier Communications has probably or possibly been hacked. Really? I just got a call. Caller ID stated my internet phone service Frontier Communications, so I answered it. Well, the gal told me they had to upgrade my router and asked me to connect my router to my computer as a hard wire as opposed to Wi-Fi, which was very odd request. And I told her I had no wire to do it. She said she would check on her end and call me back right away. I called the real company. He said there was no problems or upgrade or wire ever needed. Ooh! And the phone number was not even their 800 number. It started with 952. Let's look. Okay, area code 952 is the Northern American numbering plan for southwestern suburbs of Minneapolis, St. Paul in Minnesota. So there's that. And she said, I know the caller was from the Philippines since I was stationed there in 1978. Remembered a few phrases, so I chatted a little in Tagalog. So the hacker had my landline number that I rarely use, had the correct provider info, and wanted to access my computer. God knows what a hacker could do. God knows how many people would fall for it exactly, just in case. So I called my bank. I called to pay monthly. No issues. Please pass it on if you think it might help someone. Of course, Frontier is small and is located in the central eastern states. Take care, Toots. Thanks, Toots. And here's a picture that was sent in by a community member. It says 45 banned from Colorado ballot in historic ruling by state Supreme Court. Colorado Supreme Court on Tuesday declared 45 ineligible for the White House under the U.S. Constitution's insurrection clause and removed him from the state's presidential primary ballot. Well, you know what, Colorado, take your sewage water and drink it. Okay, in the description box below, there are going to be many, many links to a lot of very, very important recalls, okay? Now, here's an email from a community member, and she said, I have been aware of doctor shortages, but I, for whatever reason, thought it was just the hospitals. I learned it is everywhere. Yes, it is. She said, my doctor left the practice in August of this year and into a different type of field, and even left Province Medical. His replacement is awful and made a serious mistake with my care that involved my blood sugar and had them high enough that I could have gone into a coma. My level was almost 600. They neglected to tell me the medication I was on would rated my blood sugar level. I found another doctor that I can see in June, but after this serious mess up, I wanted to find someone sooner if possible. So I spent half my morning yesterday trying to find a new doctor. I had gotten a list from my insurance provider of in-network providers. It had a list of 49 places, and none of them were taking new patients. I had a waiting list, etc. This even included community health centers and other income-based clinics. I was discouraged at this point and feeling stuck with who I have, but I finally found one for next month, and I was shocked, and I grabbed her. While trying to find a new doctor, I finally asked someone what is going on with the doctors leaving. I was told it was people that were retiring and wanting to leave and start their own practice, and others were just going out of state. And I'm in Oregon. My advice is, if anyone is thinking about finding a new doctor, start looking now. In case they find it difficult, there is a waiting list of up to 6 months. Is this primaries or is it specialists as well? So here's an email from a community member. She said, "Merry Christmas. Please keep praying for me that my rent comes from my church. I only need $1,790. And also that I can find a landlord-tenant lawyer." You will, sweetie. You will. I know times are tough right now, and you feel like you're stuck and you're between a rock and a hard place and everything else, but you will, okay? And she said, "I pray for you and yours are blessed, and we remember the birth of Jesus Christ, as always, honey, as always." And before I go, here is a video that was sent in by a community member. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.
So I just happened to be in Walmart this evening, and a few years ago this was brought to my attention through social media. So if you haven't noticed this, check this out. So this is like the American chicken bouillon cube, and look at the price. So it's 58.8 cents per ounce. And you come over here to the Mexican section, and it's the same exact stuff, the Knorr brand, and it's 13.5 cents per ounce. The exact same stuff. The first time I heard about this, I thought they were crazy. But then when I went and checked it out myself, I was like, oh my gosh, you save so much money just buying it from the Mexican section. Here's another one, the Mexican vanilla bean, and that's made out of pure vanilla. And that's an 8.3 fluid ounce for $1.58, 19 cents an ounce. And this is what's considered the American brand. $1.12 an ounce, $4.12 an ounce, $2.99. I mean, isn't that crazy? That $4.87 for the McCormick for 1 ounce. I mean, the one next to it, that one is 2 ounce. And you save a little bit on that, but man, isn't that crazy how the prices are so different? So yeah, I thought I'd just point this out to anybody that hasn't heard about it yet, and go check out I guess the Mexican section is what you call it. So yeah, save you some money.